Good day to you guys. This is again Rewell from Reviews, bringing you another unboxing of this Spider-Man No Way Home Electro. This is played by Jamie Foxx, and we have some really bright overhead lights here, so it might be hard to see. And man, after I'm doing this review, most of the reviews have been out, and this is a home run. The head sculpt is phenomenal with this figure, and everybody's talking about it. So let's just take it out of the box and see what's inside. So right out of the box, you can tell immediately that this is a very simple figure. Electro in the No Way Home movie has a super minor role. So it also goes that the figure also had a minor role of some sort, and because of that, it only came with one tray. Everything you see, that is all that there is, which of course I appreciate, because sometimes in a figure you don't need much. You just need it to represent the figure, in this case Electro, one of the Sinister Six villains, which has been a long-standing part of Spider-Man's rogues gallery. And as for you, whether the choice of having Jamie Foxx play Electro, that would sit well for you, it's up to you. I mean, for me it took a while for me to get used to it, but I learned to like it. So let the white balance adjust to it. And what can you say about the head sculpt, man? What can you say about the head sculpt? It is a very good head sculpt with mouth slightly open, which is, of course, if you've been collecting for a while, you know that kind of expression is very hard to nail. And it came with some joints here, exposed joints, but since Electro's costume would cover it up, it's okay. It's a budget decision that was very well made. It doesn't need to be in a Phison type of body or anything. So this is the figure as it is raw, and let's just take a look at everything else that comes with the box, effects pieces and all. So when I say light accessories, I was not kidding. Only a total of 3 pairs of hands, basically these casting hands, this being the more unique one, and a left and right electric effects piece, and this one goes to the body, and this one is the signature Electro Chara. You have to have this look on him or else it wouldn't be Electro. And then No Way Home themed stand. So you know what? As I said, sometimes you just need a figure to be there to represent. And since Electro historically never played a big role in Spider-Man's rogues gallery, so I think it is just right that just a very good representation of him would be present. Again, special mention to the very good Jamie Foxx head sculpt, and whether you are used to him as your Electro. So that is kind of cool. It's very bare bones, almost third party like when you think about it. As for the stand design, I'm not a big fan of it. I never really liked the stand design of No Way Home, but of course it shares that language. Just don't like it so much. It's there, it's not there. I wouldn't mind. Okay, so let us set him up with a pose and then perhaps call it a day. And before I go on, I would just like to bring your attention that Hot Toys made a very weird design decision here. In his back part, where you can open with a Velcro after you slip this part out. Okay, focus camera please. See, you slip this part out, you pull it back here. It actually has a USB-C and an on-off. I'll Yeah, you can see it. I'll try to switch cameras. Yeah, it's there. I know it's a bit hard to see because of my lighting. I'll try to bring this up closer. Man, so dark. Yeah, it's hard to see the camera and the autofocus, but just in case you miss it in the manual, there's a type C here and then only this part would glow. So ultra weird design decision because Electro never needed it, man. So let's get back to posing. And we have our pose for Electro. Of course, I made use of all the accessories. The headpiece, the tiara, it comes on like shades. You know, you wear them like some sort of a funky 80s shades, man. So it's a bit of a tight fit. So just be careful not to jam it in. You might scratch the head sculpt or something. And as for the electric pieces, you know, they're very intuitive. Like this one is the center one is the chest piece because of course it's shaped like that. And I think these electric effects, they go left or right or whatever. So the downside for this is that they cover Jamie head sculpt. But then again, personally, you know, I never got used to Jamie Electro, man. And add that with a very, very minor role in the movies, even the Sony movie. So he never really grew on me, but still, I would take him as Electro. Of course, they use an old technology stand for this, so it's not as good because it's clumsy, but since he doesn't have a cape and all, it works. Posing him is quite easy. You can pose him in mid-air. I suggest that you tighten the screw up because mine came a bit loose, which is, of course, it's nothing to write home about. Sometimes they come in tight, sometimes they come in loose. It all depends. So we are slowly completing the Sinister Six, which I would like to believe is the first time it happened, because we never have had representations of the Sinister Six, in any medium. So this would be the first time we're gonna have it at least in 1/6, the full modern Sinister Six in 1/6 scale. So that is pretty awesome. It is a pretty good time to be alive in, because we as collectors have the chance to do something crazy, minor characters like Electro getting representation. So yeah, the more I look at it, the more the post grew on me. I am just gonna, after this video, I'm just gonna take him up and then just display in the shelf as it is. And pretty cool too, because you don't need to store much except for just these hands, right? It's not a bad deal. I mean, it gives my drawers and my storage space a breather because of this figure. I got it for around 18,000, which is pretty much a scalper price, man. Someday, 18,000, I'm just gonna write pesos. I'm just gonna write in the dollar equivalent up above. Someday, I think you can get him for cheaper. I don't think the Sinister Six is gonna be very popular as time goes on. It's just gonna be popular for, people my age, because we grew up with that nostalgia with the comics, with Spiderman. So if you're not in a hurry, I really highly recommend you to wait for this. I mean, right now it is just expensive with the scalpers getting on with the hype and all. But yeah, I keep on saying it again and again. This is gonna drop down in price for sure. I'm not sure about how many figures they made or the batches they made, but I don't see this becoming in demand despite the very good Jamie head sculpt. And it's also very rare to come to think of it, to get a Jamie head sculpt. So you might want that. You might want the head sculpt. So hey, this could be a sleeping grail or something, but I figure price-wise, it's gonna drop down before it's gonna have any chance of rising up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope you learned something. I had fun. I'm liking this new setup of mine, still working with it. And yeah, have a great day, guys.
Don't try to put me down, don't try to stop me now. But you can try if you want, I'll show you.